Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Jazz FM, where we'll be bringing you the sultry sounds of jazz for the next 90 minutes. Enjoy. My Govanant Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Attica Galadirthan, the head. Oh, no, I'm not. And welcome back to Middle-earth, as we continue on as the Reunited Kingdom. It is very early in the morning. Well, it's not that early. It's 20 past 9, but I've only just woken up. Hence the mishap, and hopefully this time it's actually said hello to you all. I watched last week's live stream. I always watch the start and the end to see how much or how little of me is cut off. And last time it cut out good 20 seconds before the live stream, actually, after I pressed start, so that was annoying. But it seems to be doing alright. Many people saying hello already. Alright, we are playing as the Reunited Kingdom, and we are now taking Enid to task for what they have done. Some of you have expressed disquiet that I have given the Ardenaim cities, but I do not think the Ardenaim will attack us. We have very favourable relations with the Ardenaim. They also have a lot of their own problems, and we don't border them anywhere else. So even if they did attack us down here, their only hope is Gobel Tolfalas, but they're currently being destroyed by Harad. So by giving them these cities here, it is my hope that they might now go to peace with the Elves, because the Elves have only got one town that border them now, because remember, this is not owned by the Elves any longer. So the Ardenaim is a good shout, and we are going to forge a Númenórean alliance. I could also stay allied to the Ardenaim. I don't think the Elves would attack me, but they might. I mean, I don't know. But the Elves are basically out of this game, so it doesn't really make any odds. Also, some people still saying that giving this to Rune was a bad idea, but I don't think you quite appreciate how weak Rune is compared to Mordor, and the fact that we just don't have to fight Mordor anymore. that is a joy enough in on its own. We've taken 3 provinces from Mordor, 3 important ones, 4 if you count Urch-Estelad, sorry. So I think we've done rather well there. Our only problem now is, of course, we're going to be fighting Cand in Eastern Osgiliath rather than on the crossings of Lynn here, the River Cerne in the west. It's on the map. You can't see it, but there's a map. And we are bolstering the garrison of Fanwilond to try and stop any additional harassments. It's interesting that Harad is now walking through Candish land to attack us. That's very, very rare in Medieval 2. They don't normally ever go through allied lands. They don't see it as a viable route. But what we do need to do, as suggested by a few of you, Wolferson primarily, is we need to continue training troops in the west to supplement losses that we may take as we push through into Enid lands. So we've taken Boulogne, and Captain Hallion is going to go over, link up with the fellow in there, Maithor, who's the general that, the captain that proved himself, sorry. They're going to link up, and we're going to leave a garrison there, and then that army will move out. And Camerdir is going to head over to Gund, and troops will funnel into Camerdir. We're going to stand on this bridge for now to defend, but actually, now that we've given that to the Ardenaim, I don't think we need to do that. And I think what we should do instead is use the cavalry to help harass. So come down and try and join the fray there. And of course, in the north, our hopes against Moria continue as the Moria army retreated. We now know that they have 3 major armies up here. So Malbeth and his army of Dunedain needs to kill 3 armies, and then we've got Moria over a barrel. Now, they do still have some lands up here, but they don't border us up there, so that's not our problem. But if we can take these ones in the south, we're golden. That's a good moneymaker, and then we can hit Enidwaith from 2 different areas. Because we do not want Tharbad to stay in their hands for long. We need to get Tharbad back. Oh, and look, they're massing to take Barad and Ed again, but we've got more garrison this time, and we know we can do it. Can you build a baluster maker as well in due course? That would be helpful to retrain that baluster crew. All right, so that's what we're doing. Good morning, everyone still watching along live. Hello all, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is my favourite campaign since your Ardenaim campaign, a while back when Eddard Lewin was giving you hell. Still managed to stay awake at Escadir. Still going strong. Hello, Escadir. Thank you for the games yesterday. Alright, let's end the turn and see what happens. We're not fighting Cand there. We're hoping they'll attack us.
Leaving the army.
Barad-dûr asks Sorcerer of Disney. Barad-dûr is currently held by Mordor. They took it back. Ah, yes. I would very much like that Enidwaith army to hit our cavalry force, because I think we can really soften them up. I don't think we'll be able to defeat that many, but we should be able to soften them quite nicely. 2 units of Leoden Spearmen. Now that, or we could try and withdraw and link up so that we're actually in the army properly.
should retreat.
Should have withdrawn in the battle.
To exhaustion.
It's always a gamble. Alright, so now the cavalry is dead, so that's a disappointing state of affairs. But we'll give it a damn good going. We'll kill as many as we can. Good morning from Germany. Good morning from Belarus. Good morning, says Sanric895. It is the Easter weekend here in the United Kingdom, which means we get Friday and Monday off of work. If you work in a certain type of job, I don't really know how to describe that. Retail workers don't get Monday and Friday off. Anyone that works shifts won't get those days off anyway because they work shifts. But those of us that work standard 9 to 5 jobs, generally speaking, all get Friday and Monday off. The government dictate that. And then in 2 weeks' time, we've got another day off because the Queen is celebrating her something Jubilee. She's been in control of the country now. Well, she hasn't really. She's been the figurehead of the country now for so long that we're getting another day off to celebrate that, which is very nice. And those people that still believe we should not have a Queen, how can you say no when she gives you days off every now and then? Come on. Oh, hello. Filani war wagons charging in. Now, I don't think they are what I think are going to cause the grief here. In that cavalry isn't really very good at killing elephants. But we have to try. Send the 2 in. What are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? What is happening with that charge? You do get your charge bonus. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Well, they took out 1. Took out 2. But they really didn't like it, do they? They really don't like charging into that cavalry. They're all in 6s and 7s. And they lost 14 somehow, probably just in javelins on the charge in.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Oh, good.
Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Foul border guards. 108 Touter that you just charged into over there. And as many as can be killed, I'm fine with, to be honest. Soften up all that you can. I mean, I think we'll be able to kill a great many of the army coming against us here. I really do. No, you're never gonna. You're gonna get caught. Charge into the spearmen instead. Get you to come over here. Did you kill any of those border guards? Why are they so shaken?
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Oh, they're routing. Why are they shaken as well as us? How many have we managed to kill? 13%. We've lost half of our army. Oh dear. Yeah, this is over. I can't run them away because I did the running away.
Only half our force remains.
We can try and get something else to run. We've got the Filani war wagons out. That's not too bad. It's not the end of the world, is it? Morning from Sweden. Hello, Gallo. Thank you for the game. It was fun dominating as much as I did. Buongiorno dall'Italia. I'm guessing even if they don't like the Queen, they'll still take the day off. Almost certainly. Almost certainly. I don't know why people have such a raging hard-on to have a president anyway. Our country is incredibly, unfortunately, shown how corrupt it is. If the Queen wasn't here, they would not be spending the money that you suddenly saved on your welfare. I just don't think so. And that's not a very good reason to keep her, is it? I'm just one of the people that fundamentally likes the fact that we have a Queen. It's more of a personal gut feeling that it is anything thought out, and that's why it will likely never change. I do feel, and while I say it's not really a very good reason, but I do feel that if the Queen wasn't there, it wouldn't suddenly make everyone in England's life better. Whoever the president then became, because we wouldn't have a prime minister if we didn't have a Queen. We'd have to then change to be a republic, and we'd have a president. And the president would have exactly the same feature as the Queen in that they don't do anything at all, but they theoretically can say no to government, but they never would say no to government because they would then be removed. But they would, and then we'd have to keep the president alive, and they would have to have money, and they would do sod bloody all. I don't know. But it's not necessarily a point of contention. English people don't really speak about it very often, to be honest. We're not like Americans where we got flags outside telling us, and we don't paint our cars telling you all how amazing our presidents are. We don't have a personality cult, although we're going that way, so. All right, they're all pretty much dead now.
Defeat seems almost certain.
And by they, I mean our forces. I don't actually know where the ones that are still alive are. Why are those spearmen again potentially running away?
Our general is defeat is
There
a
we go.
bitter drop to
We
swallow.
lost our cavalry and we only killed 240. But that doesn't really matter, I don't think, to be honest. Good morning from Estonia. Never watch live streams, always wait for the recording. But good morning from California, it's 1 a.m. Well, that's why you don't watch the live streams. It's 1 a.m, man, go to bed. Just made a bagel for breakfast. Philadelphia has been toasted. Yum. Good. Good. Hi, Gallo. When will the next
Fall
Dac
back
mod
and
be released?
regroup.
Joke, joke. Good. I was going to say, I'm not going to be able to tell you that. Looking forward to the new Age of Empires 2 DLC. Very much indeed. I am always keen for more content with Age of Empires, and it's fantastic that it's coming out when it is, because then I can do these 2 remaining tournament games for the channel, and then we are already discussing we're going to do a diplomacy game where everyone has to choose one of the new civs, and then I can do that on the channel. I'm not too sure if I'll bother with live streaming Age of Empires again, because the risk of it turning into like it did last time, with it turning into a game that runs for about 4 hours and nothing happens if for about 2 of those hours, is too high, and obviously that's really dull to watch. So I think it's better if they did them as recordings back, and then if there was a large section where nothing happened, I could cut it out, or indeed I just wouldn't do that game. I wouldn't stream that game, cover that game, I suppose is a better word. Right, Barad and Ed got some retraining in. The walls have been repaired. We get the stakes, so any cavalry that moves speaker. Oh, the faction leader has come for us. We've embarrassed too many Enedwythians, and so they're now bringing their faction leader out to try and hit us. Oh, hello, Captain Guillermian. Enedwyth is now coming with the full force of their might.
As you wish. We can go no further today.
Anulond, you've only got trash. Oh no, Haven Guard are in there. Send them. Haven Guard will have a field day with Enedwyth. Absolute field day. You still got anyone training on you? Don't think so. Right. Oh, and you can't train anything either, because the whole western side of our empire is spec'd towards eco, so we have no military capacity. But I will take archers and amphalas pikes. They're always good, even in the late game. You're training the best that you can, as you are our most advanced. Once the Elders Hall's up, we can then get 3rd tier barracks from you. Oh, you get Nimrodel Mariners. Oh, and you could become a stronghold. Oh, yeah, go on then. Why not? Right, so... Camardier.
Your orders, my lord.
Orders.
Hallion only has a fairly poor army, to be honest. I'm happy for you guys to become the garrison.
Your will, my lord.
And we've got a few cabs to stay there. I think we need overwhelming
Yes,
force
my
in the army that goes, so I'd be tempted to give him some more
Your orders, my
forces.
lord.
Not too worried about
I have nothing
idiot
to
trying to
say
come
to
through.
Yes, my lord.
But no, we should just attack and kill Girmian, shouldn't we? Let's be honest.
Your orders, my lord.
My lord. Yes.
Yes, my lord.
He thinks he can win this. He thinks he can win this. AI, you are misguided. What have you got in that army, really? What have you got? Some more Dag skirmishers there. Otherwise, this is a really crap Enedwyth army. I know Enedwyth armies have mentioned this before, and at risk of repeating myself, Enedwyth armies are rubbish anyway, but that is a particularly rubbish one with almost no medium tier units in it at all. Nonsense. I can tell. Hello from New Zealand. Good morning indeed. Have you had a chance to check out Izzy's new Dol Amroth campaign? No, I don't really watch other live streams. He's playing AGO as well, isn't he? And I really dislike the ground texture that AGO uses. I know it's personal preference, but I just don't really like it. Also, as I've said many times before, I have no interest in covering other submods on the channel. I shall remain a divide and conquer channel right up until the day that YouTube finally ends, because I'm sure there will be a day that it finally ends. And until that day, I shall remain loyal to Divide and Conquer and show off only that. Let the others cover the other mods if they want to. Right, we attacked them, so they are going to stand by and defend themselves. So let's position our forces in anticipation of walking forwards. I've given control of our reinforcing army to the AI, which I may regret. But we'll see. Alright, they're going to stand out there. So let us walk toward them. Now, they do have a lot of archers. But they are only crappy early tier archers, as I've said. But they're still archers nevertheless. At least we're not fighting in Mordor as well, so we're not going to knacker ourselves walking 5 foot, which is pretty nice. Doom, 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 doom. Don't worry, Vexgene. I'm well aware what NZ means. I'm not a fan of Age of Empires, just never been my thing. Oh, well, it's very enjoyable. You're missing out. Missing out. I thought the live stream Diplo was thrilling. Well, thank you very much. Although, Are you... Are you the real Chris? Are you excited for the Amazon Lord of the Rings series, Gallo? Yeah, I am relatively excited for the Amazon Lord of the Rings series. I think it's always fun to see more stuff in Middle-earth, see other people's interpretations of various bits and bobs. At the very least, hopefully it's an enjoyable show, even if the Lord of the Rings stuff is rubbish. Have you ever been to New Zealand before, Gallo? Oh, don't call me Arakir, that's way too reverential. Arakir means High Lord. I have been to New Zealand. I've spoken about it many times, Vexgene, and I'm going again next February. And it is all in the bag. And then we're also now staying in Sydney for 3 days just before that. Just after it, sorry. On the way back. Right, they're moving to attack us, which I find quite interesting. Our archers are now peppering them as well. Oh, and now they're running away, giving us free shots. Oh, wow, you guys are rubbish at this. Oh, if you can, I'd like you all to target those. Try and kill as many of those war wagons as you possibly can before they get here. 168 key fight. Not a particularly good charge from the men of Pinnithgelen. Well, they killed a few, but it's the javelins that Enedwaith is the problem. The only thing that Enedwaith does actually do well is even low-tier javelins are actually pretty good.
Smash the enemy.
Kill the war wagons, kill the war wagons. Come on, they're point blank. You must be able to kill 1 or 2. Come on. They're not great beasts for crying out loud. Archer militia, you can do it. Come on, boys. Oh, they've taken into the safety of the trees. Yay, we got 1. 2, we got 2, we got 2. Good, good. Pick up your bows, countrymen. Look how cool the Blackroot Vale archers look. Nice and simple, but cool nevertheless. Big two-handed swords on their backs. True men of Gondor all. Ah, we are now going to be skirmished by those Mordag skirmishers. They have so many archers, don't they? Right, let's move the line forwards. Let's meet them. Meet them on the field. Cavalry, can you come over to this side and help? I think that's going to be a better use of your time. Is everything going to try and throw a javelin or an arrow at us? The Key-Fi huntsmen are going to move away. They'll skirmish till the cows come home. Yeah, you're going to have to go for the touter at the back, or the border guards or whatever. Oh, they managed to catch theirs. Alright, Cav. Mordag skirmishers, you guys fire whatever you like. You run through and hit the touter. They're just literally letting us kill them. Our allies aren't even here yet. Oh, there they are. Nope, that's them arriving now. Good morning, Gally. What have I missed? You haven't really missed anything. We got the cavalry army in Enedwaith killed, sadly, but other than that, we're doing all right. Would you rather you and 10 friends take on Sauron, or you and 10 take on 1 Mumakil? I would easily 1 Mumakil. Sauron is a Maya. Mumakil, from what we know of Mumakil, aren't instinctively bred for war and are rather forced into it against their wishes. So I think there's more chance you could try and pacify a Mumakil than you could pacify Sauron. If Sauron wants to kill you, he's just going to kill you. Ah, bugger, the war wagons are back. And this time they're not going for javelins, they're going for melee. And if they go for melee, they'll shred us. And as proven right there with how easily they just killed so many of our cav. I don't really mind offering up the archer militia as fodder for that. What is going on with these Key-Fi huntsmen? What is just going on in general here, Enedwaith? Why is your army all over the place? Our territorials are dying. Alright, can you come and bring your melee in as well, if you would? Thank you. My archer militia have died, and they haven't killed a single war wagon for their little indiscretion. So our Pinnith have died there. Let's try and get you around the back. What happened with their cav up on the hill? I haven't done anything. Oh no, and we're totally surrounded. Come on! Run! Use your feet! Now we're starting to lose troops. Our western front needs better troops. Just as the eastern front gets ready to pump out elites for days, the west falls. The west falls indeed. They have a general today as well, don't they? Isn't that why they're not running? No, it's Captain. It was Captain Guillermin or something, wasn't it? Oh, what have you done there? You have a prime opportunity to charge into them, and you've stalled. Why are you so... You're not even knackered. What is going on here? Why did you just suddenly stop? And have we killed those war wagons yet, or are they massacring the rest of our line? No. They're just massacring the rest of our line. They seem to be stuck on something, so we should count ourselves lucky for that. Oh, there we go, then they've lost another one. They've still got quite a few. Dunedain Blades been moving in to hit them. Our reinforcements having arrived is making a difference. We've lost all of our cav. I wasn't paying attention. Why is this Enedwythe army fighting on for so long? Well, our reinforcements arrived at the right time, so that was helpful.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
I think this one is now over. We lost all of our cav. And I don't even feel like that I did anything particularly wrong. I mean, they got killed by the war wagons. Yeah, I mean,
they have lost half.
Can't really do anything about that other than send them to a different side. Oh wow, they're routing, but we've only killed 52%. Don't let them actually get away.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
No, they are. They are actually going to get away. We lost loads of forces. Oh dear. AGO looks weird to my eyes. I don't get why everyone loves AGO. I've never played it, so I can't comment on what it does. But I gather that it does a lot of new, finagled and fantastic things.
Be awed by the victory we have won here today.
No one really excelling. Amphalas Pikes took 137, but I was hoping for someone killing a few more than that. Gallo, remember, don't go to Bondi. I won't. Well, when an arch unit with 9 attack damage shoots at an unarmored unit with 3 defense, shouldn't they get 1 shot because they don't? No, it's all on a dice roll. There's always a chance that you won't kill them. The Reunited Kingdom script is a really cool idea. The only issue with it is you have to pick up the slack after X turns of the AI's incompetence. Well, there's no real way around that other than creating an alternative version where you just start as the Reunited Kingdom. But that would be... I mean, they could do that, but whether or not they will, I don't know. But the point of it is exactly that. You are supposed to pick up the slack of the AI. But this isn't like Warhammer, where you've got legendary lords that the AI has made basically useless with their incompetent command.
Yes, my lord.
The AI in many ways actually the AI is better than you because they can't go bankrupt, so they keep building buildings.
Your orders, my lord.
Oh dear.
Orders.
What, just because you're standing on that bridge?
Not possible. As you wish.
Yes, my lord.
Your will, my lord. Orders.
Well, maybe don't go all the way around.
Will, my lord. Joining forces, my lord.
Right, Hyorin, you're going to take up governance of the Ivory Tower. Oh, and it's getting its Master Cup. Is that good? Cand, are you actually going to siege me out? I'd really like it if you didn't do that. That'd be great if you could not do that. Hold on, do you actually get to train Nimrodel Mariners? No, I don't think we do. 115 of you. There must be a better use for you, but for now, just going to sit in a fort or something.
We'll make camp here.
I don't want a unit that we can't retrain. Similar with the Athelian Rangers, actually.
By your
I need
command.
Eastern Osgiliath to retrain you, so go for the fort for now. The rest of you should be alright, I think. Maybe the Sarnak Axeman probably can't be retrained. Oh, Guards of Osgiliath! Yes! We try and get as much trained out of that as possible. We can get Dunedain Steel Bowman here. Chuck in an armourer, you haven't got one of those, and a Royal Hall so that you can train a little bit more. Take things that are good. And Archer Militia as well. Not saying that they're not good, of course. No, gods no. Right, you going to come for Fengador at all, or are you just going to keep pootling around outside the walls? Okay, Kamardir, your army needs to be built.
Your orders, my
Let's
lord.
take everything that still actually can do something.
Splitting up orders.
And similarly
My
from
lord.
their army.
Your will, my lord. Yes. Joining, my lord. Merging armies, my lord.
I'm loath to take territorial guardsmen, but it's all
wish.
we've got.
Joining forces, your will, my lord.
You're training. No, we just did that, didn't we?
My lord.
If we move all of them out, that
Yes, my
castle will
lord.
hate us, won't it? Will it hate us enough to rebel? Yeah, it will. So you're gonna have to wait
Your
another turn.
orders, my lord.
Sorry. I can move the cavalry out though, I suppose.
Yes. Orders.
I'd like you to go and
We'll
sit
make
on that
that.
bridge,
Yes,
and you're
my
going to go for Goond.
As you command.
We're going to need so many more troops over here. And Anulond, you're way too far behind to actually be of use in that regard. Unless we're just sending militia trash. Lond Gallen, can you give me... Have you already got that? Oh no, do we need the... We do, don't we? We need the town hall that we don't have. Moot hall, yeah. And you're going to upgrade to a town so that you can actually build the next tier. Alright. That's the east. And then let's have a look in the north. What are you doing, Angmar? Oh, stop trying to attack Fenestrinen. Ah, you should be able to defend yourself, I think.
My lord.
If we leave
Be gone.
a cavalry
Your
unit
will,
on the
my lord.
bridge,
By your
that'll
command.
defend Fenestrinen. You are going to train a troop yourself, so that's fine. They've stopped trying to attack Ostsul. We're going to get attacked by Angmar a lot now because... No, don't do that. Don't do that. And similarly, actually, Tirthuin, don't worry with the 2 cavalry units. And you... don't worry with that cavalry unit. Yeah, so you stay on the bridge. You guys move over.
Yes.
Your orders, my lord.
Link up with them.
With
Stay
honor.
strong. Stay
Assembling a
strong. Stay
mighty
together.
host.
There you go. You can
We
go straight
shall
down to the Goblin
engage.
capital from there. Alright, and that'll block them. That'll give Fenestrine, and hopefully it's 2 turns to train those troops, and then it'll have more than enough garrison. Not worried about Ostsul, but it's Koloniak where we are desperate. We need that to build up, and it is building, which is good. Oh, we make a lot of money. About to be sieged in Paradonet, though. And I think Cand will probably attack
Yes,
us on
my
this
lord.
turn. Yeah, I think they will attack us. I'd much rather defend Ost Ithiel. If we could get down and take that, I'd rather be defending that than Eastern Osgiliath, because Eastern Osgiliath is such a recruitment hub. Let's end the turn and see what they're going to do.
Splitting the troops.
My favourite animal is the orangutan. What an interesting question, Max. Good morning from the east coast of the USA. The Men of the Forest are a great pick, Max. They are one of my favourites as well. Max, are you just like
We've
high
walked right into their
90% of
ambush.
your existence? Good morning from the Netherlands. Well, I randomly woke up at 3:30 a.m, so here I am, my first live stream. Good morning from Mexico. Good morning indeed. Cavalry, you're going to die in that, I suppose. Oh, we're ambushing them. But you're probably still going to die, but we might as well fight it. Get as many kills again as we can.
We bring the battle to the enemy.
We bring the party to the party. What is your favourite mounted unit in Dac? Knights of the Silver Swan. What is your
Time
favourite
of battle
dismounted
seems to
unit?
have turned
Talon
against
Knights. Easy,
We must
next
act
question.
and halt this turn of events.
Oh, whoops. I didn't even position my cavalry. But then we need them all to stay together to actually do anything. We've got so few units. There are enough of them to actually form about 1 cavalry company.
Pray something changes in the course of
They're
battle,
really not
for
charging
defeat
into these
seems
units very
almost
well, are they?
certain.
Not even going to get a single unit. Terrible shame. Nah, it's over. Just stay and die. Oh, yeah, if you can get them to throw javelins
Ours
at you, that's
defeat is
brilliant.
a bitter drop to swallow. Next time,
He lost
we will
156.
foe that sups from
That was much better. Much, much better. Caught a live stream, says Kira McGee. Welcome. Gallo, I don't need elites to fight Edwythe. See here what your hubris is bringing you. No, indeed. Alas and alack. Enedwythe, unfortunately, their good units are about as good as our trash, so we need our elites to really hammer home our advantage. I'm not a big fan of AGO, especially because of the textures. Yeah, the textures I'm not too keen on, but if there are other reasons why you don't like AGO, do let me know, because I don't know really the pros and cons of AGO at this point. Oh, they've besieged
We must make a
Kyrandros.
stand. We are besieged.
And now we can't get across the river. The river! See, it's things like that, though, where medieval is let down quite substantially. Because the whole point of Kyrandros is we should be able to get into the city from the western side. And where the game, absolutely true to life, an army sieging Kyrandros from the east would mean nothing, and Boromir's force could just move into the city and attack the army. But of course, within the confines of Medieval 2, I can't do that, which is annoying. Right, the plan here is just one of delay. We're going to charge into whichever unit gets across the bridge first, and we're going to smash it, and then we're going to run backwards, and then we're going to try and smash the next one, and then we're going to repeat ad infinitum. Map in AGO is just too much. I can't see my diplomats or spies. You might not remember, Gally, but you translated some Elvish script for me. Well, I finally got my wedding band. Not married yet, but that's coming in June. You're a legend. Oh, well, you're more than welcome. Pleased to hear that you're finally being able to actually see an end to it all. I presume COVID is the reason that your wedding was delayed. Hello from a fan from the Cayman Islands, Taxhaven. Glad I finally caught a stream. Welcome, Jeffrey Butler. 215. Oh, that was magical. That was absolutely magical. That's the stuff that dreams are made of. Try again on the thralls. Oh, they turned around. They turned around just at the worst moment. Good little charge into the thralls as well. Another unit of hillmen. Can we actually get a charge in? Fantastic. Oh, they're javeling themselves. It's always fun when they throw javelins at themselves. Can we curl you around enough to get the javelin unit? Because the javelin unit is the cavalry's worst nightmare in smaller engagements like this. No, I think that's just... we just paid for that one. I should have thought.
Only half we've lost half. Pray something changes in the course of battle.
Even if we lose this,
almost certain.
Their army is going to be so depleted that I don't think it's going to make much difference if it makes it to Finabel. Not Finabel, that's in Harad. To Fenestrunin.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
I mean, we're not going to win because we are now charging cavalry headlong into spearmen. We needed another unit to act as the anvil. It's obviously the way cavalry works best. There we go. 581 Captain Hander, and he killed 643, and they healed 60 people. They don't even have a general, and they healed 60 people. That's a bit unfair, isn't it? That's a bit unfair. Hey, Gally, did I miss something, or isn't the purpose of the way station so you can retrain Nimrod O'Mara's outside of the AOR? Probably, but I'm not sure if at the moment it works properly. I can't remember if it does. I think it does. I think the way station was fixed by this point, but I can't really remember. But yeah, the way station would let you retrain any AOR, but it's whether or not it works for the Reunited Kingdom. It's easier for me personally to just get rid of them. Oh, and they made it all the way through, so we only got one extra unit.
The enemy surrounds us.
That's a shame. Oh, and they did go to Ostsall. That's better. Aha! And the Candish army has come. Perfect. Do we have Osgiliath veterans? Yes, we do. All right, sit back and relax, everyone, as we now massacre the forces of Cand. Cand, have you brought any siege with you? No, you haven't. Captain Northern, have you brought any siege with you? Oh dear, no, you haven't. And look, you have such a heavy cavalry-based army. How is this going to go, I wonder? Let's find out in this, as we go through the keyhole. Oh, I do love a massacre.
We march into battle.
For Gondor! Gallo, when is version 5 of Dac coming out on ModDB? So I see, that was always your plan, was it, Vex? Get in there, start asking questions, be polite, be friendly, think, oh, he's spoken enough now, there's no way he's going to deny my question. What makes you think that I know the answer to that question, Vex? There you go. Here's a question for you. He doesn't know. Oh, there you go. Brastus has already answered. Gallu, did I play much of the original Guild Wars? No, I played none of the original Guild Wars at all, I'm afraid. I only know Guild Wars 2. Oh, that's very interesting indeed. I'd forgotten that Osgiliath is bugged in that regard, and it still hasn't been fixed. Alright, so the enemy on the other side is come... Oh, no, hang on, you don't have any siege equipment, and because I've rebuilt the walls, I think this battle is going to go the full 30 minutes, I'm afraid, because I don't think they're going to get through the gates, and there's no other way of crossing the river. Oh, even better. Oh, well, that's a delight, isn't it? That's a bug that's worked in our favour, even if it is stupid as all hell. Right, where is the town square? Let's just try and get everyone over there for now. There's only one unit that's important today, and it's going to do about 90% of the killing. Because they're not going to come through that gate, are they? And I don't think there is a gate over this side. Oh, there is, but it's all the way around there. Ah, no, and of course they're not going to come from that way because you have to go across that little land bridge. And at the moment they don't even seem to be manning that. There's the battering ram. No, they're coming for this gate in front of them here. So, there we are. We've just won the game. Easy as that. It doesn't matter what we do with the rest of the army, really. That's it. Job done. Game over. You can all go home. Right, might as well put the archers on the walls then. Might as well shoot something. I'm not going to put melee troops on the wall because it's just easier to ignore those. I think that's going to be the plan from here on out. It's just easier to ignore crap like that. Right, if anyone does try and get through the stakes, we've got a pike unit on hand on that side, and we'll have a spear unit on hand on that side. Let's just group you for the moment, just so I know I've moved you already. General, you can just stand at the back there, that's not a problem. Other archers can come with you. No, there's still bowmen should probably go on a wall somewhere. There you go. Dealt with you and you and you and you. You're in the group. Okay, Doomdime Volunteers, you could go on the walls, actually. That's a better play, isn't it? Yep. So you go on that wall, and you go on that wall. And then at least you might kill something, and it doesn't matter if you die, because you are free upkeep. It's free real estate. You're going to go over there, and you're going to go there, and start the battle. So, pikes, turn and face. Osgiliath veterans... I don't really know. Come at the back, I suppose. You put your pikes down, that's all I needed from you. Spearmen. Defensive mode. I could actually, what I'll do is I'll take a spear... No, it will take the Arthurdine Knights. So if any of the infantry units do come down off the walls, those knights will kill them quite nicely. And as I say, as expected, unfortunately their reinforcement army has no siege, and you can't get from west to east, and still nobody's bothered fixing that. So, I say nobody bothered, that sounds so rude, doesn't it? Still, that hasn't been fixed. It is possible to define the areas in which a city can be attacked from. And it's possible to say, no, you can't spawn over here. But maybe this is an unfixable... I'm going to try a different attempt this time. Rather than have the siege tower unload into my troops, I'm going to rush the troops as they get onto the wall.
The enemy siege tower has reached our walls.
This is an experiment, because the gate's going to hold, because when all of these cavalry units charge through, they're all going to die. So... Archer battalion standing by.
The enemy are battering down the gates.
Soldier battalion standing by. They have got a fair few ground forces, so we do actually have to fight today, sadly. It's not all going to be won on the stakes. So maybe the stakes are a little bit too far back from the gate. I might have misplaced them a touch. Should have tried to get them as close as possible. There we are. And then we're going to do the same thing on this one.
Blast their eyes! The enemy's ram is through our gates!
Right, here comes the cavalry. Here comes the cavalry. Brace yourselves. Brace yourselves!
The enemy have the walls. Look to our defense or all will be lost.
It's too long on the channel since we've had a good staking, isn't it? Come on! Through you come, through you come, through you come. Oh, wow. Some of the cavalry is making it through. In fact, a lot of the cavalry has made it through. I'm only killed 20%. Because the infantry got in the way. Some of them are still dying, though. You can see them just randomly dying against the stakes in the middle. Oh, I'm sure I told you to go in defensive mode. Right, you've got them. You've got them. It does seem to have worked a lot better in that way. You're probably in awful positions to shoot now. Yeah, look, you're doing horrible arcing shots. Have you run out of arrows? No. Or just ignore me. I do love how units on walls hate coming off of walls. That is one of the best things about this game. 34% of the enemies died, 5% of us. Ah, they're pushing into the pikes now. Alright, Arthurdine, you charge in and assist. Arthurdine Knights are one of our best units.
Force remains.
There is nothing in the Candish Brown force that will be able to stop them. If we could get some siege in this battle map, then this would be over in a heartbeat. Just get off the damn wall. What are you doing? Just get off the wall, please. Why do you hate yourselves? Go on. That's it. That's it. Well done. Well done. They can be taught. Right, you can come out of defense. Fountain Guard holding like pros, as they often do. How many are we up to now? 50% of the enemy has died. Keep peppering them with arrows. Keep it coming. Come on. Baron Hunters. Step Archers. Just target the archers at the back there. Alright, speed her up again. Oh, of course. No, we did massacre them. 50% of the entire combined force. And unfortunately, you are going to have to sit and wait for this timer to end. So if you have any questions, now is absolutely the time to ask them, because I cannot cut this out because we are live. And we are going to have to sit here for about 5 minutes waiting for this battle to end. Which is a shame. Is anyone actually blocking you anymore? No, they're not really, are they? No, it's been a massacre at the gate. Absolute massacre. Alright, anyone that fires an arrow. New plan. If we are going to sit here for hours. Come with me. Oh no, some of you can't. There you go. Stop, ceasefire. I have a task. I have a plan for you now. Alright, that's everything at the gate killed. Now it's just the units up on the wall that are beating our units, sadly. But they are only Dunedain volunteers. Now we'll kill the last few bits and bobs at the gate. That's not what you want to see, is it? You've attacked a city and the defenders are pushing out against you. Hi, I've played Shogun 2 and Warhammer before. What would be a good first faction to learn? Divide and Conquer, please. High Elves. Maybe Rune, Harad. The Ardenaim are fun if you stay in Umber. Well, actually, no, they're not that fun if you stay in Umber. Rune is a very good beginner faction. You have very few enemies. In fact, you have one enemy and they're very easily beaten. Harad is a very easy start. Dol Amroth don't really have a hope to stop you. Ered Luin's pretty easy if you reject the rings. You only have to fight Angmar. Erebor's pretty easy as well. You only really have to fight Gundabad. You might have to deal with Rune a bit, but not really. So any of the above, really. Look, they got caught in the fray.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
Oh, well, that's interesting. The wall isn't actually a wall. And yes, it's only the gate on our side which is stopping them. We are going to be here for half an hour then. I'm not going to risk more lives for no reason. So it's this gate that is the one that actually stops them, because despite the bridges, Or rather, despite that bridge. That gate and this bridge here is the only one that actually works. I've always thought it was weird, but Leo, the person who retooled this Osgiliath, he said that there was some sort of bug with this bridge working. And so it was removed as the crossing point for whatever reason. I don't know why, I'm afraid to say. And yeah, so he removed that as the crossing and made this flat, horrible-looking bridge the only way across, because apparently that worked better. But I don't know. But it is as we expected. Unfortunately, none of the buildings on the western side of Osgiliath actually are buildings. And even the walls and the gates don't work. But we've won everywhere else, I think. Oh no, there we are. No. Oh dear, is our army chasing them? Guys, come back! Guys! And what's that over there? The Warlord's Guard. Where's the Osgiliath veterans? Oh no, you can just shoot them, can't you? Alright, get into positions, get into positions, get into positions. You guys just run over there. Right, when they come around that corner, end them. Archers, how are you doing against them? Are you getting them to rout? Oh, good, yeah. Alright. Fire! Fire, 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 fire. Let's see it, let's see it. Come on. Oh, that was excellent. Dunedain Steel Bowman knocking arrows immediately. Very responsive.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press them.
We're just getting warmed up, Can. Is there not any more that you can send? We'd love it if you could bring more. Alright.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
And that's your lot, I'm afraid. Right. Oh, where did I put that? Oh, I never even got you involved. Oh, good. It's always nice to keep a unit spare. Is that a unit that is actually coming back to fight? Or no, just running away? Interesting. Interesting indeed. Alright, and we'll leave it at time 6. Sorry, there's absolutely nothing to see now. My own face. Do you want me to sing you a song? Wasn't a bad Mexico pronunciation. Oh, thank you very much. What's your favourite evil unit and what's your favourite Elven faction? My favourite Elven faction is probably the High Elves, because they're so overwhelmingly powerful that it's just a power trip to play as them. It's so much fun seeing your army massacre everyone that ever even looks at them. You can kill goblins for days. It's so enjoyable. Closely followed by the Woodland Realm, though. I really like their archer superiority. That's good fun. I don't really have a favourite evil unit, I suppose. Anything in the Ardenaeum roster. The Ardenaeum is that balance of evil that I like, where they're not really evil per se, they're just conquerors. So they're evil if you have a Gondor bias, but if you, for example, are a man of Harad, Gondor are evil, because they constantly keep trying to kill you. So the Ardenaeum just have that twist on evil that I like, in that they fight everyone, not just Sauron. I don't like nations that are evil because the story says they have to be evil, like Mordor or Moria, where you have creatures who are just inherently evil, and I just don't agree with that. I think that's always a bit boring. But of course, this is one of the first stories like this, so you can't blame Tolkien for it, because there hadn't been really stories like this that had come before it, with things that are just evil for the sake of being evil. But there are things in Middle-earth that are evil for the sake of being evil. The armories do not give you units when besieged. It only gives free upkeep, and the AI gets free units every single turn, and it's such BS. What? Erebor is good for absolute beginners if you want a cool empire management there. I recommend Gondor. I'm more triggered than him for version 5 questions. Thank God I'm not a moderator. Hasta la victoria siempre. Gally, what's your favourite unit from each faction? Listen now for one of my faction. And when is that coming out? Thanks, Mats. Good to see you still here. Gally, do you think Walford will survive the relegation battle in the Premier League? Absolutely not. We are definitely going down. No way we're coming back, I'm afraid. The team is just in an absolute state. It's over for us, and I don't think we'll be coming back up again next season either. But we just need new owners, to be honest, owners that appreciate that football is a marathon, not a sprint, and trying to constantly get short-term gains has led to this. We've just been horribly mismanaged, and it's so frustrating that capitalism rules this world. The steel bowmen can deploy stakes as well. Oh, yes, of course they can. Oh, smashing. So we had them as a backup. We didn't need it, but we killed 70%. We killed that whole army. We only lost a quarter of ours, and that's before anyone's been healed. That was fantastic. We're almost there. We're almost there. Only a minute or so left. Badford are already relegated. Man, Gallo, you have got to run through the original Guild Wars at some time. Start playing when I was 7 years old. The story's much better than the sequel. Well, the story might be better, but the game's older, isn't it? And I'm a bit of a graphic elitist, I suppose I would say, and older games I just can't replay them. I watch Josh Strife Hayes on YouTube a lot, and he recently started his other channel, Josh Strife Plays, where he's playing older games, and I enjoy watching things like that. And like I watch the Salt Factory as well, who plays, like, he does 4-hour-long videos of old games, playing the whole thing. And I watch them because I think it's interesting to have the story explained to me by someone who's played through the whole thing. But I couldn't bring myself to play it. I just wouldn't find it enjoyable. The graphics are such a setback for me. And older games as well tend to be clunky with the keys, and I don't like that at all. Gallo, what criteria did you use to choose how much content in an update before you released it when you were in charge? We tend to set like a goal. So after maybe 3 months or so after the previous release, we would come together and we would say, right, what do we actually want to do for the next one? What would be a valid point where we feel like we could release now? And we would just set that as a goal, and then when that was done, we'd release it. Also, we would have in the back of our minds a sort of ticking clock. So I was very aware that it had been sort of... We didn't want it to be more than a year between releases. We thought, as long as we sent out some bug fixes along the way... well, rather, as long as we fixed the bugs of the release immediately, so people wouldn't be playing a year with a buggy product, we were happy to leave it to be about a year between releases. So in it, we took those two things together. So what could we do in the next year, and what things do we really want to do? And then if the time was dragging on, we would have a look and see, like, right, we've still got 4 things that we want to do. Well, we really want to do one of them. So let's drop the other 3 and just do one.
We'll look upon this most glorious victory and claim us mighty warriors.
I've never heard him say that. That's the first time I've ever heard that voice line. 301 kills, Fountain Guard. Get in, sons. Chosen as the finest for a reason. Absolute massacre of Cand. We welcome more Candish attempts to take our cities, because we do like the money we get for winning these battles. So, if I were still in charge of Dac, we would have released version 5 a while ago. I would have just cut a deadline and said, once this is done, we're releasing. How quickly do you think you can actually do it? Like, 2 years is a very, very long time. But of course, I stepped away because I no longer had the drive to actually do that. In essence, and in brief, and in poor choice of words, really, but it sums it up well, I didn't care enough to lead Dac anymore. My heart wasn't in it. So that's why I stepped away. I felt like it would be better served to someone else. Oh, look who's just joined us. Gandalf the White. Through his service to Middle-earth as a great Maiar, Olorin has been sent back to these shores by the Valar in order to carry out his unending task. Sauron must fall, and as the newly appointed head of the White Council... Oh, I've added the word white. Gandalf the White is just the power we need. Isn't it fun to say white like that? I don't actually pronounce the word white like that, but it's much more fun to say it like that. Kenneth the Orr, you've built an Elder's Hall. Fantastiche. Now give me a Dúnedain Royal Barracks and get it out sharpish. Tarnos Mason's Guild. It's because you were going for eco, aren't you? Let's go for cheap eco, because we've got money to be spent elsewhere. Fanwellond, yeah, I'll take the city. Anilon, dirt paths, well done. Well done indeed. Upgrade first if you can, and then we'll worry about things after that. Ithelland's got some crop rotation, well done yourselves. Roads wouldn't come amiss. How much money do we make? Oh, I just got rid of the whole scroll. Should have clicked the wait till later button. Only about 9,000. I'll try and build something. Well, that's as many as we're going to do of those. The following factions have declared a truce. Bree and Enedwythe and Bree and Angmar. Are Bree dead? It's the only time you normally see mass truces like that. Oh, you know what that means, though. Oh, Gandalf, that was the perfect time to spawn. Yes. Angmar, Captain Holden thinks, oh, we've got them. We can attack the Dunedain capital. They haven't got any troops. And then out of the forest behind them, a small white glimmer appears. And their hearts just sink to their feet. And some of the finest cavalry in Arnor steps forth on the Dunroyal Guard. Oh, that's such a bad day for you. I'm so sorry.
My lord.
That couldn't have gone worse.
To battle.
Oh, if we could attack Captain Hoshu. Oh, I should have stayed where we were.
Yes.
All right, we'll attack them in a second. Gandalf will get onto that. I will attack Fionton. If you go and siege them out for me. You've arrived at Balorn. Do I want to send Mythra out to his, what is in essence his certain death? I don't think we do. There we are, some extra troops into that army. Perfect timing. We could do with a secondary general, though. We really could. You definitely don't need 2 units as well to take the pikes out. You need to stay there, because otherwise that town doesn't like me. Hurin, maybe. No, I don't know. Alright, let's just deal with what happened over here, that fallout. So merge what can be merged, and retrain what can be retrained. Oh, you can retrain basically nothing. Oh, dear. Oh, it's because you don't have the royal barracks up, do you? Oh, you have so many cavalry units, Jesus. Ah, but we've just freed up the eastern side of the city, haven't we? What did you attack me with? Just a general?
Yes, my lord.
Do me an on. At least give me the courtesy of attacking me with something that might actually work.
Orders. Yes.
Right, we're going to go and attack Babak then in a second. You're retraining all of your lower tier trash. Oh, hang on, we've got 10 Ithilien Rangers that can merge. And then we'll retrain those 2 when we can. Tier 9 Ithilien Rangers, yes please. Are you going to be able to get White Fountain Guard? Wardens of the White Towers, give the veterans Ithilien Rangers, Citadel Guard, Guards of Skiliath. You get Wardens of the White Tower, but not Fountain Guard. The Fountain Guard only come from Minas Tirith. The recruitment for the Reunited Kingdom is all over the place. Why would you get Wardens of the White Tower in Eastern Osgiliath but not Fountain Guard?
Yes.
Alright, well they need to go home. This is the only place apparently that can train them. Wardens of the White Tower, you should be able to be retrained here. Yes, you can. I think we can train most, if not all, of that army. We have just so many troops available in Western Osgiliath. We need somewhere else to be as useful as that. Fengad. Oh, Fengador, they're finally coming for you. That's interesting to see. And you guys, Durthang hates me. Go and stop it hating me. It's trying to build schools, but it's not working. You're getting a royal barracks. Does that mean you just got the garrison building? Military garrison, yes. They're never getting through Fengador. Not on your Nelly, son. Right. So, we've got 2 things to attack then. But anything that I missed? Oh, well, loads of you. Loads of you. Version 5 went. Do the towers on this map actually fire? Yes, they do on Osgiliath. Favourite battle map in Divide and Conquer?
Orders. Marching to war.
Favourite battle map in Divide and Conquer?
Give them no quarter this day, men. Take up arms and take...
Visually, Minas Tirith has always, every time I've ever fought there, I've thought, this looks so cool. I can't believe a game engine can actually show this and look this good. So, visually Minas Tirith. But in terms of what's actually fun to fight... no. Oh, I should have controlled you. Why didn't I control you? You're not going to do very well. Very simple plan here. He's going to move in and shoot all of his arrows. That's exactly what he's going to do. And then we're going to charge over when the Lokrin bodyguard think they've had enough. But I really need you to shoot arrows and not fight in melee. Oh, it looks like you are going to. Oh, good. Oh, they're dying already. Alright, it doesn't matter if you do fight, because then we can get in with the cavalry.
Only half the enemy force
Oh, he
remain.
changed his mind. That was a really bad decision, but back. You've just cost your lives even more. It's cruel, isn't it? It's almost cruel. Child's play. Still got any arrows left? Oh, it doesn't show me your supply. That's annoying. Are you out of arrows? Ah, they're out of arrows. Oh, no. They're firing. Go on. Can we kill them all without losing a single man? That'd be so helpful. I really dislike when fully completed companies lose men. It really bothers me.
Yeah! By the victory we have won here today.
Well done, Turlin. Absolutely fantastic show, sir. That was delightful, wasn't it? That was such fun. Bree! The best answer is always Alcoholics Anonymous. Yeah, the AA are just the best faction in this game, in my opinion. Now, I'm massively biased because I created them, but I love them. I love them! The Ghost City 9 gold. Yes, exactly what you said. I don't think that Mordor did anything wrong. Fair enough. Now, I always firstly trash around in Mordor with Ardenheim. Have you tried the mod Nolder of Relegation? No, I don't play any of the other submods. Never have bothered. Because I never wanted to when I led the mod, because it was always just kind of like a bit of a distraction almost. I would talk with the mod creators and see if there's anything that they did that I thought, oh, we should put that in Dac. That sounds really cool. But generally speaking, all of my Medieval 2 time just went on Dac. Imagine playing a game every single week for 8 years in a row. For me, that is mind-blowing. There's no other game I've played as much as this, and as frequently as this. All right, let's see what Gandalf the White looks like.
Your orders, my lord.
Hello, Captain Holden.
Shall engage.
You were beaten around by a lowly Cardolan Rider company. Now let's see what 47 Arthedain Royal Knights are going to do to you.
Attack!
I'll give you a clue. You're going to die. I don't really want to stir the ire of Angmar, but we need to really prepare and start attacking them, actually. But we don't have the capacity to do that. Not until we've really crushed Ennard Wyeth. I'm happy to just leave the East now, to be honest. I think we fought against Mordor enough, and unless we do actually get to a point where we want to play this right through to completion, I don't think I'll bother with Mordor. We've fought Mordor in so many campaigns. I know that thematically we should kill Mordor, but it's just not as fun. That's the only risk with cavalry generals, is as you just saw there, to run away, they then turn, so the whole company, in essence, pivots, which means your general runs round to the other side, and in doing that, he just ran through the line of the enemy to do that.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favour. From such tidings does victory emerge.
Right, I don't care if he fights, but get the hunters out of that battle. You can fight, that's not a problem, because you can act as my anvil.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Oh, they just cut through them so well. Run away, Woodland Hunters, run away, and just keep running. Right, let's save our general for the 7 stars. Oh, he doesn't need saving, he's got them over a barrel. Well, we've arrived anyway. There we are, they're dead. Gandalf is a machine. Well, it's not really Gandalf, Arthedain Royal Knights, but replenishing Arthedain Royal Knights.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down. 6
of them made that out of that alive. Well, they're not even Royal Knights, are they? They're Royal Guards, sorry. I've misspoken. Those 2 that made it out, they can go and tell the tale.
Awed by the victory we have won here today.
20 of them made it out alive, you cheeky bastards. Dun, 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 dun. Mordor just wanted to conquer Middle-earth, and that's what I do in Dac. Dwarves in this world. I'm a Warhammer guy, it's against my nature. Yes. That Spearman is annoying. Josh is a great content creator. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy Josh Striface. I always find myself giving regions to their canon owners when playing good factions. Mountains to Dwarves, Merkwood and Regan. Just bugs me otherwise. Get ready, Gandalf's about to die again. Escalier! Away with your negativity, sir.
We have triumphed!
Yes, my lord.
Alright, Gandalf.
With honor.
Get out there and join Malbeth. There's a space for you. Let's get you straight in. You might as well take them with you.
Yes. Making camp here.
Fenestrunen's about to train its own little garrison, which we will hold there. Oh, and it's going to get an Elders Hall as well, which gives you even more recruitment options. Which gives you more free upkeep. Kaloniak, how are you doing? Coming along. And you're now building your militia garrison. Good. Tharbad don't seem interested, though. The elves do seem to be giving them some grief now. We can only pray. We can only pray. And also, the Ardenaim haven't gone back to war with the elves. That's interesting to see. If we can boost the Ardenaim enough up here, that would be an absolute dream. Because the Ardenaim hate Enedwaith more than me.
We'll make camp here.
What happened over here? This fellow's going round, isn't he? Where are you going, Musab? I don't have more troops behind the line. If you could please attack the front line, that would be really helpful. Please
Yes,
attack the
my
front
lord.
line.
Orders.
Your orders, my lord.
Right, I'd like to go and get Gellibrand just to give Rune something to think about, send their troops somewhere else. So we've got 5 of you,
Yes, my lord.
so we can take another 4. Have we got enough troops somewhere that I could take 4 of? You 3 are ready to go. I think we might take them. Yeah, so you guys join.
Lord,
Oh,
my
what are you
lord.
doing? What?
Yes.
I need to remember that they do that. I need to stop being an idiot. Why don't you just take them with you?
Yes. Joining
115 of
forces.
them.
We shall continue
115
tomorrow.
Nimrodel Mariners is still a useful force. Oh, look, your guys are actually pumping out units. Yes, please. I'm pleased that the Ivory Tower is building and that it's secure. So we've got garrisons in both of these. We really need to build a war camp, though, so that we get more free upkeep. Down to 8,000. Otherwise, the East's not going too badly. I'm happy to fight against Rune, because if we can actually get some ground on Rune, they'll capitulate. Dorwinion and Erebor will take them. So that's what we've got to try and do.
Yes, my
All
lord.
right, we need to kill
Was that
Fionton.
your best shot? To battle.
Running away.
Honourable, glorious
Disgrace.
victory.
Oh, do we risk seeing how
shall
effective
engage.
our auto-resolve is? Because it thinks that's 40 to 7. I just think 60, yes.
We have triumphed.
Your orders, my lord.
Right, if we can take
As
Goon
you
down, then they'll
command.
stop getting those bloody Druidine. Have you got anything that I can take out?
Your will, my
I'd
lord.
love to siege that one as well. Bugger. Bugger. Balorn, I would like you to become friendly to us. You're a stronghold, crying out loud. You're a fantastic location. Oh, we can't use a Hunter's Guild. Let's get rid of that. Otherwise, you're actually a really, really useful building. Useful city. 1,833 for a clan at Musselground. Yes, please. Do we actually get any real benefit out of the Fisherman's Guild house? Trade. Yeah, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. It doesn't harm my advances, does it? They haven't besieged in Baronet. How long are we into this? Oh, an hour and 10 minutes. Oh, I've thoroughly enjoyed this time with you all, and I want to continue the slaughter. It's so much more fun when we're actually winning. 109 turns of slogging through Mordor's crap, fighting Angmar back in Ossul time and time again, building up Enedwaith to have them only stab us in the back. Etu, Enedwaith.
Leaving the army.
And then now we're actually winning. It's enjoyable.
Splitting the troops.
Once again proving that I, Galu, may not be a master at this game, and yet I'm still able to show you all, watching along, that you don't have to be fantastic, and you can win this thing. Oh, the Elves. They're attacking the Elves, and I'm getting involved. Where's Captain Indormi? I can't even see him. Are you hiding in the trees, Captain Indomiran? Oh, look at that's another reason why the High Elves are cool. Their army just looks good. Every unit in the High Elf army is really, really good. I think we should definitely fight this. This is exactly what we'd hoped for. We've even got some elves to do some dying for us. Oh no, Flame Wranglers. And that's a lot of Black Pit units. 2 Warg packs. 3 Warg packs. Do we withdraw and wait for Gandalf, or... No. We can take them. And if we do, we've taken their capital, which is a fantastic gain. And we are going to burn this one to the ground. I don't care about any of the buildings here. I know that we want Moria for their money, but this one
tide of
won't
battle
give
seems
much
to have
money.
turned against
Khazad West will
We
keep all
must
the
act
buildings,
and
but
halt
this
this
one we're
turn
just
of
going to burn
events.
to the ground. We're not going to get involved with this.
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
Oh dear, no. Oh, look at this. This is horrible. Oh, Elves. This has gone really badly, guys. The whole map is a forest. No. Right, what we're going to do is move our army out onto the plain. We are not going to stay in those trees. But we
For
start
the
right
moment,
next to the
fortune
bastards.
of battle goes our way.
They're coming in the
Great
corner.
remains as such.
Oh, elves, you're all going to die. I'm so sorry, but I'm not going to fight in the forest. We lose about... we lose pretty much 100% of our effectiveness goes out the window if we fight in forests. I'm going to abandon you, and I know that's awful. But I am going to abandon you. I need my army outside of these trees. We just can't... We can't fight in these trees. I do have a cavalry unit, don't I? Yes, so we have someone that can go and shut down the... Right, run yourselves to the corner. They attacked us, you see, so we do get the advantage of at least... they've got to come over and fight us. So whilst the elves are keeping them busy, and the elves will kill a few, they are still elves. They're outrageously strong. Whilst the elves are killing some, we'll make our way out of the forest. A master plan. No flaws. Out to the plains. Get me out to the plain. Look, this little bit here. I'm happy with that. We're going to be tired when we get there, but it's going to be worth it. Trust me. Please trust me. Well, we shouldn't be tired. We're only walking. Alright, let's start setting you up for what I'm actually going to make you do when you get there. You're going to go there. Cardland Sentinels, you're going to take the front line.
Our allies have fled the field like cowards.
Come out of time 6, because something's getting close to us, and I might send the cavalry back to deal with that. Oh, we got Bree. I've forgotten about the Bremen. Alright, cavalry archers. Who is that sticking out there? Is that the general of the... Oh, yeah, that's the general of the reinforcing army. So no, we're not too worried about that. Alright, yeah, just get into positions. Let's go, let's go, let's go. How many did the elves kill? 4%. That's not the end of the world, considering how few forces they had. Indomiran's died. Indomiran has died! Dorwinion is the best elven faction. Yeah, maybe. Gandalf the White might be the best general this game has, other than someone like Sauron and Durin Spain. Yeah, Gandalf is so overpowered. The cavalry bodyguard is amazingly strong, and the fact that it replenishes for free is what makes cavalry bodyguards really strong. And when he actually gets up to his full size, he'll have about 50 or so of those. So, just unstoppable, really. Alright, we're in a much better position. Everyone's still fresh because it's not Mordor, and apparently just walking in Mordor is enough to sap you. That is thematic. It should be that way. Fighting in Mordor is fighting against the world itself. And I appreciate that it does do that, but it still makes the battles there so boring. Did Halbrad die? Yeah, Halbrad died ages ago. Do you have any advice for when I play as Mordor again so I can get the One Ring faster? I've never played as Mordor, so my advice on them, I'm afraid, is few and far between. Is lacking. I dislike Mordor intensely. Always have done. Yeah, we got some cav. Robbie Rob der Grutzkopf der Wassenkinder. Yes, in Galley's characteristic way, he killed off almost all unique generals, including Halbrad, Gandalf the Grey, Forlorn the Fat, Aragorn, and some more. No, come on. They survived for ages. Aragorn didn't die till, like, episode 20-something. He survived, like, 90 turns. And then he got killed in a stupid way anyway, where he wouldn't have even needed to have died. And that was not my fault. Halbrad, I seem to recall, died in a silly way, but I don't think Aragorn did. And Gandalf got killed in ridiculous circumstances. He got hit by a mangonel, for crying out loud. The chances of that are so low. It's just silly that he died in that way. And we're up against the mangonels today, actually. There's one at the back. Well, they're not called mangonels, they're called flame wranglers, and they're a fantastic addition to Moria's roster. They could do with being a touch more accurate than they are, but I'm happy with their current state, to be honest. Righty Roonies. You three, I actually new plan. I'm going to send you out to the side there. And I'm going to make you guys go a bit wider. Run you a bit further forward. Come on, Moria, you attack me. Come and have a go. You've taken out the elves, but we're the real force here, and we're going to ruin you. Provided we can kill those damnable warg packs. The Warg Pack is like the best cavalry unit the game has ever seen. It's so overtuned, in my opinion. The thing is phenomenally strong. You're all firing at will, aren't you? Haven't made that mistake. Alright, you guys, let's go and start harassing the enemy. You guys keep curling your way around the back so you can shut down the mangonel when it's time. They might send their wargs over to deal with you. No, much better use of your time. Target the enemy arrows. You should be able to really slice into the side of that little group of archers. Go on. And you're even running down a hill as well. It's just everything is in your favour here. Although you've blocked each other, that's not great, is it? That's a bit rubbish. Oh, but you did fantastically on those crossbows. Well done, guys. Well done. Oh, and a Warg Pack's going for them. That's a brilliant use of a Warg Pack. For our purposes. The Wargs will slaughter our cavalry. We can't let the cavalry fight the Warg Pack. You've got to keep running. Even if you just run away for the rest of this game. That's a better use of your time, in my opinion.
Changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Why does defeat seem almost certain? Jog on, mate. We've killed twice the amount that we just started at. Now, you hit the Flame Wranglers. The Warg Pack, I don't know what their plan is. You need to target the Warg Pack. You need to target them now. You come back in on the cavalry. I want you to chase that Warg Pack down. 17% now. Cavalry's going to come back in. Wargs die quite easily to arrows. That is the only thing that seems to stop them. He says, as they don't die to any of my arrows and just charge through like it's nobody's business. Oh, mangonel killing its own. No! Oh, there's the general, actually. Another good charge into the archer horde on that side. The Wargs are going to get through. Those Bremerland militia are going to die. They're going to get massacred. Just watch. Wait and watch. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. There's the cav up there. Reposition. And there's the general at the back. If we can take him out, this would be brilliant. He's a bit too far away to actually help his team at the moment, though. Don't let that Black Pit infantry get to the... Turn. Come on, stop them. Stop them, 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 stop them. Pull out. Gentlemen. Oh, that was damned close. Are you my cavalry? No, you're archers. Alright, I won't do archery things. Shut down that Flame Wrangler. Oh, the Breland Militia, you're surviving. Well done, guys. Well done. Right, let's come and get them to target those halberdiers. Are they really firing at the flame? Oh, they are. That's interesting. We've got some Black Pit infantry out there. You keep kiting those. Another good little charge from them. That should shut down the Flame Wrangler for the rest of the game. They should be able to kill that in melee. Right, it's just this line here. We need to get in and support our forces there. And I think the best way to do that is... Oh, Wildpack made it through the line. How did they get through to there? Keep charging those halberdiers. Can you kill those Flame Wranglers quickly, please? Target those mountain Uruks. Archers should be making short work of those Black Pit infantry. Here they are. Did you actually kill any? Oh yeah, that's not too bad. Oh wow, that's very good. Halved their number. Nice. And the other cavalry, are you done? Yes, you're done. Right, come down and charge into the back of these. I can't believe our Bree militia are surviving. What is going on here? Fantastic showing from the Bree militia. Right, you guys can fire at will. Those infantry are routing. Right, you have another go at them. shut down the Wrangler. We shut down the Warg packs. Mountain Urks halved the number again. Where's the general? Ah, here he comes. They managed to kill the Warg pack. Well done. Well done, well done, well done, well done. Right, you've done your charge. Now pull back out. If we can kill the general, then this is over. They'll all rout. So let's try and just finish him. See if we can't get a nice little charge into the side of him from our cavalry there. The archers are softening him up. The archers are softening him up. What was that accent? Here we go. Let's hit it. Let's hit it. Let's hit it. Let's hit it. Let's kill him. Ah, no, they didn't. Doesn't seem to be much shouting and hollering from our forces, does there? What are the stats? Why did that still think it's halfway in their favour? There's no way they're going to win this. Is there a load of troops we don't know about that aren't involved yet? Come on, slay the enemy general. Black Pit infantry shaken. Fighting broken to the death. Fighting broken to the death. Broken and fighting to the death. Let's do this. Keep going, keep going. Bodyguards down to 4. They're dead. Charge into him again. You go and charge into those mounted Uruks. Come on. Oh, how has that not killed him?
For the moment,
yes!
the fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains.
And the routing begins. Right, anyone with arrows? Come and stand in a line here. Anyone that can still fight, go and target this black pit.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Cavalry chase them down. They're dead over there. Right, yeah, get into position to target whatever this is.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Get the cavalry over that side. Oh, we lost a lot of melee forces though. We've still got a lot of arrows left. This new force is just going to get massacred. Kill the wargs. Goblin band. You're coming at me with a goblin band. You disgraceful. Oh no, who's charging in to fight that?
Only half the enemy force remains.
You are. Alright, don't do that. Wild pack's coming back. What are you doing?
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Get the cavalry out.
Behold,
yes!
our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Stop shooting. Go over there. They'll capture them. And we've taken the Goblin capital. I don't think enough of them got away, did they? 98%. Fantastic. Only the Warg pack. And there's some units in the middle there that are still running away. No, but not enough. That'll do.
Our foe is
That was
utterly
an outrageous victory. 3,500 people died.
Remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
The Elves only killed 62. 423 Cardinal Riders. Well done. And with that, the Goblins' capital is gone. I am just giving the Elves an express ticket to Valinor. I'm just saving them the boat trip. Glorfindel is probably the singularly strongest general in the entire game. That is correct. But he comes very late into the game for the High Elves. Turn 45 or... I can't remember. There's specific conditions for him, but I can't remember what they are. Oh, of course. We didn't actually get the capital because we were defending against their attack out of it. And they've managed to then pull troops back. But that's fine, because that means Gandalf can take over the control of that army, and we are in a much better position then to defeat them. Oh, Bree is under siege. Who's attacking you now, Bree? Construction complete. Pelagia built some roads. Well done, Pelagia. Queuing up things that we're never going to be able to build. 6,308 gold we make. Oh, Harad are going round the back. Oh, Harad, are you going for Methrast again? They probably are, aren't they? Train a few more units. Hold them in position. Dol Amroth, can you just train something as well, just in case? That'll kill that. If they go for Linhier, that'll be disappointing. Linhier is a fantastic city. Look at that. We get trebuchets as well, don't we? We've never used them yet.
Yes, my lord.
Rune have buggered off. That's interesting. Do we bother going for Rune then? No, I think we should probably move on Osterthiel. Let's send an overwhelming force into Osterthiel and take that as our central point. Yeah, that's a better idea. Army number 1.
Yes. Orders. Yes, my lord. Joining forces, my lord.
And
Your will, my lord. Orders.
army number 2.
By your command.
Faramir, you
Yes,
take
my
control
lord.
of that one.
Your orders, my
Right, the
lord.
2 of you together should hold it.
Camp here.
Ah, right, then if all of you go into that side,
As you wish.
I think you could retrain better over there. No, what am I saying? Western Osgiliath's way better. What am I doing?
Yes.
Idiot. This is where all the retraining is at. And what did you just build me? I don't know, but get a Royal Arnorian and then you'll hope you don't even have a carpenter's hut. Goodness gracious. Kyrandros, you could probably do with just having a few more units in case Rune does come for you. None of that is any good, though. Cavalry will be useless in that situation. You get Athelian Rangers, though. That's good to see. Well, just hold for where you are for now. See what Rune's plan is.
My lord. By your command.
And none of those sort of full.
March to
116 Lebanon
exhaustion,
Marines,
yes.
you'll do.
Joining forces.
94 of you, you'll probably do. Yeah, that'll be
Merging
alright.
army, your will.
Yes,
Yeah,
my
and then one of you in each of those. Perfect. So we'll try and take Osterthiel, and we'll set up that as our garrison point, which means we will move Belethir out to govern that. But only when we've taken it. Brilliant. Right, so that's east. We're doing alright in the east for a change. Oh, they've gone back to war with both of them. Good. They didn't besiege us in Badad and Ed. That's interesting to me. They aren't going to relieve the garrison there either.
Your orders, my lord.
And welcome to the crappy backwater village of Goond,
shall
held by the
prevail.
men of Enedwyth, which we shall burn to the
Yes.
ground. Good. Good.
Yes, my lord.
Gandalf could probably kill that whole army on his own. But that is that
Your
asking too
orders,
much
my
of the
lord.
man in
Yes,
white?
my lord.
Probably is, isn't it? Temptation to do that though is so high.
I'm gonna stick you.
I
orders, my
really
lord.
do want to do that.
Yes, my lord.
As you wish.
Your orders, my lord.
Because they've got they don't hold a Regin. It's Byrig. It's this region here, and this region here. And I'm just thinking,
Yes, my lord.
if we leave behind, then yeah, no, that's going to be my plan.
Your
Then.
orders, my
So
lord.
you're going to stay behind.
We're leaving the army.
Orders. We can go. no
You're going to
further, your
siege
will,
it,
my lord.
and Gandalf's going to
war
join
then.
you.
Yes, my lord.
Assembling a...
Orders.
And the main army under Malbeth
orders,
is going to
my
move to
lord.
Khazad-dûm and try and shut down the
As you
reinforcements. Oh, you don't need to build that. Don't worry about that. You're not going to be attacked from there. All right. Oh, that's fantastic to see. This is so much fun. Right. Well, gameplay-wise, that's going to be where I'm going to call it a day. So just run through and say the last few bits and bobs. Imrahil doesn't have as many hit points. I think Imrahil is stronger than both Gandalf and Glorfindel. No. Yeah, as everyone has said, Gandalf and Glorfindel have better units for a start, unfortunately. Although, actually, no, I think the Royal Swan Guard probably are one of the best actual cavalry units. But Imrahil is a very small bodyguard. Gandalf, Glorfindel, Sauron, and Durin's Bane are easily the top 4. Or the King of the Dead, yeah. By the way, is it still fun to you after playing this game for so long? Yeah, so the recent escapades on the channel shows some campaigns remain fun to me no matter what, and I really am enjoying the Reunited Kingdom. I look forward to playing this every time. But Canned, it stopped because I basically didn't want to play it anymore. It's as simple as that. We got to the point where we'd beaten all of our surrounding enemies, and we were then just playing on just for goals for the sake of playing, and it's at that point that I tend to get bored. And that's why I stopped the canned one. But Reunited Kingdom is still good. Despite this moment of peace we've got in the east, Rune and Canned could come back at any second. Harada trying to do something around the back, which is annoying. And of course, we're fighting against Enid Wythe. My goal, my plan here, is to take Osterthiel and then hold Osterthiel. And then what I would quite like to do is go north and take Varfest and hold Varfest. And ideally then just hold in the east in those two places whilst we fight against Enid Wythe. Once we've pretty much crushed Enid Wythe, that will probably be when I call the campaign to an end. Because at that point, no one will be able to stop us. Once we've got all of Enid Wythe's lands, it's over. It will be over. So that's the current plan. But if Rune actually musters some kind of defense, and if Canned really do get a brain on their head and actually work out how to beat us, rather than doing things like this, then the challenge, there could be a real challenge. And there is still a challenge ahead. The plan of taking Varfest is not as easy as I've just made it out to be. And Enid Wythe at the moment,
Yes,
Kamadir is doing all right, but we don't have infrastructure over here to support him as well as we need to, and that's going to be a problem.
Beginning the siege.
So it's very much a question of can we cut through Enid Wythe quickly enough before they actually turn their full might on us? Because remember, at the moment their full might is, let's just do a toggle fog of war. What the hell? They're always enjoyable. Their full might at the moment is very much focused up here, where the Ardenaim are knocking on their northern door, and they're still trying to finish off Bree, who are giving them Jip, which is why they haven't come for Koloniak yet, because they're focusing on Bree. And of course, the High Elves still have this region, which gives them problems. But the Goblins, I think the Goblins... Oh, the Elves finally did come back. If we give Anonen a rod to the Elves, then we'll gut it and then give it to the Elves. That'll make them more powerful. That'll be helpful. We're going to take Khazad West, and I am going to take Byrig, because that's another jumping out point to hit Dunland. Hit Dunland to hit Enid Wythe. But the Ardenaim held on to Londangren, although Enid Wythe are moving in to take that from them. And there is a big army coming to meet us in the mist. But look, as you can see, other than Hundor, there isn't really that many troops over here, whereas you compare that to this area, where there's 4 full banner armies potentially of troops there. And of course on the northern border here, where Enid Wythe is fighting. Enid Wythe's borders are just too stretched, and their troops are too crap to actually do anything now. Oh, Angmar are fighting the Ardenaim. I didn't know that. Oh, the Ardenaim really are my best allies. If we could form a little triumvirate, me, the Elves, and the Ardenaim, that'd be brilliant. And I forced them to go to peace with each other. So the Elves aren't at war with the Ardenaim again at the moment. But they will be. Rohan still has not yet defeated Isengard, who now only have the Hornburg. And for some reason they can't take them. So if Barad and Ed does build out to be quite useful, we could always take the Hornburg and give that to Rohan. I could really do with Rohan going to war with Enid Wythe, but at this moment they're the only nation who aren't at war with Enid Wythe. But that would help us immensely. And of course, in the east, we need to put pressure on Rune to help Dorwinion. But Dorwinion and Erebor are keeping Rune at bay enough that we're not being bothered. But this is what I mean by taking Varfest. If we can take Varfest, it's the only point that Rune has a connection to us. So the garrisons of Fengador, the Ivory Tower, and potentially Eastern Osgiliath could all focus on Varfest, and we just hold Rune there. Similarly, if we can get Osterthiel, which we will be able to, we can hold Canned there. They won't have any other point. Although Haldner is actually a much better point because it's got a bridge, so we can simulate the exact setup we have in Lynn here. They can cross, of course, over here. There are other crossing points, but they'd still have to fight us on that bridge. So these two armies are going to push down to Haldner, and we're going to hold Canned. That's the plan. But anyway, for now, that's the end. Now, next week, I am going to start up the Dunland campaign, but I will just have a word with Lord of Links, because if Dunland's not quite ready yet, which I don't think they may be, I might just do another week of the Reunited Kingdom, and then we'll do Dunland in another week's time, because when the developer diary is good to go is, I think, when it will be best to do Dunland. So I think, as I'm saying that out loud, I probably will do that. So you're going to get another week of the Reunited Kingdom, and then Dunland will come the week after that. Mostly because I'm just loving this. So thank you very much for watching, if you have indeed. I've enjoyed this immensely, and I hope that you have enjoyed coming along and playing with me. There will be more Reunited Kingdom this week, as I've mentioned, and there will be the next semi-final of the Age of Empires. I do also hope to actually conclude Age of Empires this week, the tournament, and then get back to doing diplomacy games. So you're probably going to get 2 Age of Empires videos this week, but we'll see how busy I am within the week. But of course, I've got Monday and Friday off. But then that brings me to the final point I want to mention. On Monday, I'm going to finally record the Sauron video. So the Sauron lore video, if you've been waiting for that, I'm a little later than planned, mid-April, when I hope to do end of March. a couple of weeks later than planned. But Sauron will be coming out. I hope to do that on Monday. It's probably going to take all of Monday, but I hope to do that anyway. But for now, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you all for coming along. Thank you for spending this morning with me. It's incredibly sunny outside, and it would be a shame not to use that, so I'm going to go and do some gardening. But until we speak again, dear friends, Nevair Neden Peramad Melonin, and farewell.